Hi students, it's me again, Ma'am Cyrene, to have you another video lesson. In this video, we will cover the Science 9 Module 4, 5. Now on this video, what we will talk about is the other type of compound, which is organic compounds. In the organic compounds, we will have first an introduction about what is an organic compound. So in this video lesson, we will have two parts of the video. This would be the part 1, introduction of organic compounds, and the part 2 will be about hydrocarbons. Ano pa ang hinihintay natin? So simulan na natin ang discussion natin ngayong araw. So let us have first the part 1 of the video, which is about organic compounds. So what is an organic compound? It is a group of compound that is composed of carbon element. So meaning to say, what we will encounter on the organic compounds is mostly made from carbon element or the carbon atom. Okay, so why is this compound is called organic? So the reason why organic compounds become organic because it is obtained from plants and animals. However, it is not always that organic compounds are from the plants and animals. There are also organic compounds which is from synthetic or artificial. And an example of that is the production of soap, which is produced through laboratories. So meaning to say, hindi lang pala organic compounds ay galing sa mga organic na kagaya ng plants and animals, but aside from that, there are also organic compounds produced from the laboratories, and produced by laboratories is called synthetic. And through that, we have two kinds of organic compounds. Those are the natural organic compounds and the synthetic organic compounds. The natural organic compounds are, of course, these are from plants and animals, and the synthetic organic compounds are the one produced from the laboratories. These organic compounds are the carbon-containing compounds, meaning to say, ito ay compounds na naglalaman ng carbon. But aside from the element carbon, there are also other elements present in the organic compound, and mostly are the non-metals. Those are hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, sulfur, phosphorus, and the group 7A in the periodic table named as halogens. Aside from the plants and animals as well as produced in the laboratories, organic compounds may also be from petroleum. And an example of a petroleum carbon-containing compound is the LPG. LPG is the one that we are using when we are cooking, yung gasol. Did you know that in our everyday life, sa buong maghapon, ay nakakagamit ka ng mga organic compounds? But since hindi tayo masyadong familiar with the organic compounds, hindi natin namamalayan na gumagamit pala tayo nito. Example nga kanina is the LPG. Ang LPG pala o gasol na ginagamit natin sa pagluluto ng pagkain ay isang organic compounds. At hindi natin alam na organic compounds pala yun. So ngayon, malalaman natin what is all about this organic compounds para sa bahay, medyo social tayo, sasabihin natin, oh, those are organic compounds. Kumbaga, mas lalawak ang ating ideya o kaalaman tungkol sa organic compounds. According to the definition we gave kanina sa organic compounds, we say that organic compounds are the carbon-containing compounds. It's the chemistry of compounds containing carbon. What's so special with this carbon atom or carbon element at siyang ginagamit natin sa organic compounds? And there are a lot of other elements in the periodic table na pwede rin naman natin gamitin, but why carbon? So ano nga bang meron sa carbon atom or sa carbon element? So carbon, kung titingnan natin siya sa periodic table, it is found on group number 4. O ano naman ngayon kung nasa group number 4 ang carbon? So if carbon is found on group number 4, it means that carbon has also 4 valence electron. And this 4 valence electron is so special because it can form also 4 covalent bonds. Take note that in the organic compounds, what bonding is present is the covalent bonding. And covalent bonding is a bonding between a non-metal and non-metal nung diniscuss natin siya on my previous video. Now, if carbon is in group number 4 with 4 valence electron, can form also 4 covalent bonding, it is an advantage for the carbon to have also 4 sharing of electrons. And aside from that, na kaya niyang makapag-share ng 4 na electrons, this carbon has also an ability to form a very long chain. And this chain is a carbon-to-carbon bonding. And take note, only carbon element can do that ability. And no other element can also perform a bonding between itself na makakabuo ng napakahabang bonding. Ano bang special kung masyadong mahaba ang bonding? The more the carbon bonding, the harder it will be to break. I mean to say, kapag mas mahaba ang bonding, mas mahirap itong i-break or putulin. O diba, ang bongga ng carbon, ibig sabihin sa 100 plus na elements in the periodic table, siya lang ang may kakayahan na bumuo ng bonding sa sarili niya at gumawa ng napakahabang bonding with carbon to carbon bonding. Pero syempre, it is not always that carbon is bond to itself, but it is also bonded to other elements na binanggit ko kanina, such as the hydrogen, the oxygen, the sulfur, the nitrogen, the phosphorus, as well as the group 7A in the periodic table. And those are only the elements na makikita natin sa organic compounds. So, organic compounds kasi, ang present lang is the carbon chain or the carbon-to-carbon bonding. At kasama yung mga nabanggit nating elements. Let's have the Lewis dot structure of a carbon. So, carbon in group number 4 with 4 valence electron, you will also find 4 dots sa paligid ng carbon like this. Now, those Lewis dot structure are the one ready to share their electrons. And in the sharing of the carbon electrons, it can perform 3 kinds of bonding. Diba? Kaya nga siya special. Now, the bonding in the carbon can be single bonding, double bond, or even triple bond. Pwedeng isa, pwede dalawa, hanggang 3 bonding with carbon to carbon or other elements na nabanggit natin kanina. Aside from that, a carbon to carbon chain can also form different styles of chain. It could be a straight of long or short chain. It could be a branch chain or a ring chain. So those are the different structures that you may see in the carbon-to-carbon bonding in the organic compounds. And we will see those structures in our discussion with the hydrocarbons on our next video on part 2. Another characteristic of carbon is having many allotropes. What is an allotropes? Allotropes is the element's existence of 2 or more form or crystalline form. Meaning to say, iisang klase ng element na carbon ang pinag-uusapan natin, pero meron siyang iba't ibang klase ng formation of carbon-to-carbon bonding. And an example of that is the diamond and graphite. Diamond and graphite is the 2 major allotropes of a carbon. And if you would notice, the structure or the formation of crystals in the diamond and graphite is different. But still, we're talking about the carbon-to-carbon bonding in the diamond and graphite. So, kaya siya tinawag na allotropes kasi parehas carbon ang naglalaman sa kanilang dalawa, pero magkaiba ng itsura. We know the different characteristic of carbon that makes it unique and special in the organic compounds. Now, going back to the discussion on organic compounds, these organic compounds are classified into 3 functional groups. Those functional groups are hydrocarbons containing oxygen and the one containing nitrogen. So the basic functional group in organic compound is the hydrocarbons. Hydrocarbons is composed only of the element hydrogen and carbon. This hydrocarbons is a carbon-to-carbon bonding na pinagmumulan ng lahat ng organic compounds. Now, these hydrocarbons of carbon to carbon bonding sa paligid ay may hydrogens. It is grouped according to alkanes, alkenes, alkynes, cycloalkanes, the aromatic hydrocarbons, and the alkyl halides. So those are the basic functional group in the organic compounds. The second functional group is the one containing oxygen. It is a hydrocarbon plus sa dulo mapapadagdag si oxygen. In this containing oxygen, it is grouped according to alcohols, the ethers, the aldehydes and ketones, the esters, and the last one is the carboxylic acids. So those are containing oxygen. And the third functional group in organic compound is the containing nitrogen. In the one containing nitrogen, we have only two groups, amines and amides. Ang functional group na nabanggit natin kanina are the basic structure of organic compounds. So, yun ang iba't ibang structure para makabuo ka ng long chain of straight, branch, and ring chain. So, doon manggagaling sa carbon-to-carbon bonding, it's either hydrocarbons, it's either from the group of oxygen or the group of nitrogen. You want to see how the carbon atom bonds with other carbon and with other non-metal elements? That would be the part 2 of our video lesson on organic compounds. So, stay tuned and click next for the part 2 of our lesson. This is it now for our introduction about the organic compounds. Hope you have learned something about organic